MC.
And this is the show no one asked for. Welcome to episode 600.
Dude, we made it.
To 600, dude. 600.
You didn't think we'd make it, but we did.
We did. We made it.
Yeah.
600. We're here. We're going to keep going. There's nothing that can stop us.
No.
And, yeah, I'm excited.
So, speaking of 600.
Yes.
Niners, 6-0.
Hey.
6-0. Third time in franchise history.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. See, and that's the thing.
It's good. I give you your props because I can't say anything.
6-0.
I mean, come on. You can't say anything to undefeated.
No.
You just can't.
People like to talk shit about the Niners and they're like, oh, you're a bandwagon. I'm like, dude, I've been a fan.
Yeah, you've been confused for a very long time. I do.
Yeah, and now the confusion is paying off.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, see, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you throw enough poop on the wall, it's gonna stick.
Something's gonna stick.
You know.
Well, anyway, so yeah, crazy win.
Mm-hmm.
It was 9-0.
Yeah,
in
nice.
a rain game.
Yeah.
But I was talking to somebody and you know, they're like, oh, they're a freaking Bengals fan, so they're like 0-7, I believe. Yeah,
that's tough.
So what I was talking to him about, I was like, I like blowouts.
You like
in
blowouts.
Sports?
Okay.
Yes. And there's people that I've talked to and they're like, oh, blowout. I like a close game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to know, do you like a close game? Like, if you're a fan of a team or if you're playing on a team, do you like the blowout? Like, to me, okay, this is why I like the blowout. A good game is fine.
Yes.
It's awesome, right? When you don't have anything invested.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if the Niners had a close, like, one of the games was close. They won by, like, 3 points or something. Or one. I forget, right?
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's a nail biter. I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of being like, I don't like that.
But that's exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just decreasing my health value.
Oh, man, maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
and so, like, if it's two teams that I don't care about, it's like, ooh, that was a close game, close fight.
Man.
Cool. But if it's somebody I'm rooting for, I like the blowout. I want to be like this, like, yeah, high-fiving everybody and having a good time.
It's hard for me not to get into games.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of get into games, even if I'm not going into any team.
Okay.
I just love sports so much.
And so do I.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So now you add that layer of, I'm deeply invested in this team. Or that fighter.
Exactly. It gets crazy. Yeah.
And like, now I'm shitting my pants.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
I don't like that feeling.
No. So of course, you want easy money. Let's take the win. Let's coast. I don't want my guys to get hurt. I want this to be 9-0.
Yeah.
Let's do this,
Yeah.
especially when you're playing on a team.
Yeah, exactly.
You want
so
to
that's
blow
what I'm saying.
out.
Yeah.
You
So
know, if I had the preference, if someone was like, "Well, what do you want? Do you want a war or do you want to
Yeah,
just win this?
So
let's win this."
So even if you're on a team,
you
want the blowout.
I want if I had the choice, if a genie came to every beginning of the game and was like, because of your hard work, you are going to win this game on you. So not because of me.
Yeah.
You are going to win you're undefeated this season. I came and I told you your future.
Yeah.
But I get to tell you that you get to decide whether each win that you have this season is a blowout or you blow through.
Okay.
If I already know the outcome, then I'm gonna say maybe a few nail biters to keep it interesting,
and that also help you get better.
It helped me get better, you know. So I want a few, but you know, let me go home and chill. If I get a free season, you told me I'm gonna win based on what I'm gonna do anyways. Then you know, let's do it. You know,
if you're talking to genies, I think that's already.
Yeah, I'm already.
You probably shouldn't be playing.
I'm already in the jacket. My arms are crossed already. You know what I mean?
So this guy thinks he plays sports.
Oh yeah, give me the free. I want the season to be over. I win the championship already. Like what the fuck is? Okay.
Well, no, because I mentioned this because I know there's some people that are like, I like the close games, and I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. It's cool, it's awesome, but I don't like it if I'm rooting for one team way more than any other team.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if so, like UFC fighters, right?
Dude, that's the worst for me too.
Do you see what I'm saying? You know, UFC fighters don't want wars. Those.
Some of them do.
I mean, some of them do.
Yeah.
You know, some of them do or don't mind them.
Yeah.
You know, but those take years off your longevity. You know what I mean? They do make a difference, and so, you know,
But no one remembers the blowout though.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
No
one remembers the Masvidal 5-second.
Yeah.
That's a blowout. The
Vitor
Belfort getting freaking kicked.
Yeah.
Vitor Belfort is my favorite fighter of all time. One of my favorite fighters. And dude, I'm never gonna forget that. The front kick topped by Steven Seagal. Like I learned it by Steven Seagal. You know what? I think Silva was messing around that time. I think he was trying to joke on Steven Seagal.
And he didn't get it.
And Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal was like,
"Come on,
yes.
he had to, right? He had to."
Steven,
I feel like Silva was just like, "Yeah, I learned that from Steven Seagal." And so then everyone's like, Steven Seagal, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I did."
Yeah.
And then Silva's like,
"Yeah, I think that would be the equivalent
what I mean?
if like Mike Tyson was like, "Oh, I learned that from Sylvester Stallone."
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Although Sylvester Stallone is a lot better than Steven Seagal, but
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you learned how to hook somebody.
Well, it's just
hook from that dude. Like,
yeah, it's just really crazy because it wasn't this crazy technique. It was just a front kick to the face that knocked him out. It's a front kick. You learned that like in the first week.
What happened? Yeah, what happened was probably he was like, "Hey, you should throw in a front kick."
Yeah,
and he's like, "All right,
yeah.
I'm gonna throw it for you."
Yeah.
Not thinking he was gonna knock anybody out. And he's just like, boom. Yeah, the guy's like, "Oh shit."
Oh well.
Steven Seagal taught me that. He taught me that like 5 minutes ago. Maybe.
It's I've seen videos of them like learning stuff together. It's just crazy because I feel that's when I realized that I thought Silva was like, wait, I think delusional? Maybe no, not delusional, like knowing that this is a
this is like it's not like a
this
ruse,
is a
right?
ruse, because at first I was like, oh, I think he said it, but we don't have proof of them. And then when I saw them training together, I was like,
you're kind of like, what are you really training?
Like, yeah, you have to know that.
So okay. Yeah, that sound was really weird. Caught me off guard. Anyway, speaking of UFC, what do you think about that Hardy inhaler?
Oh man, that was crazy, right? So what happened was there's a UFC card, great card. Greg Hardy fights Ben Sassoli, and Sassoli was 7-2. Greg Hardy's 6-1, something like that, 5-1. And then they go into it. It's a hard match for Hardy. A lot of people had Ben Sassoli. Anyways, Hardy comes in. He dominates.
Yeah, he wins.
He dominates. But in the last round, right before he goes into the last round, he wants to use his inhaler, and he asks the commission.
Yeah, they already
that's what changes it.
Yeah,
that's
they
what
already approved it.
Well, so
so
he because he asks. He's like, hey, can I use this? And then they say, well, I don't know, where is it? And he's like, it's in my pocket. It's USADA approved. And he's like, they don't really say yes. I think they acknowledge that he said yes, but I don't know if he verbally said yes. But he's like, I guess, you know. And then he uses it. He just takes it out and uses it, and then finishes the fight, and then wins. And I'm sure he couldn't breathe, and whatever. But so what? For me, what do I think about it? I think what happened was what should have happened. I think you can't penalize him, so you can't take his purse because he asked. That's what kind of changed it, and the commission said a certain answer. He doesn't know, so he's asking. Yeah. But it was the wrong answer.
Yeah, because
and you can't penalize the other guy.
Yeah.
So you have to rule it a no contest. Yeah. You can't say anyone was a victor because it's a performance enhancer.
No, for sure, and it's a performance enhancer. But I even go a step further to be like, dude couldn't probably compete had he not done that. Mm-hmm. Like you have asthma or whatever you have.
That's part of your defects. Yeah. That's part of what you're using.
Exactly. If you can't breathe, that's not my fault.
So there's the guy. There's the guy that just won in Bellator, I believe, or was it a UFC? I think it's with the one arm. He doesn't have the arm. I forgot his name. But he won a fight. He doesn't get a prosthetic. He doesn't get to fight with a prosthetic. He doesn't get a hook arm. Oh wait, third round. I'm getting tired. Put in a boxing
Candyman
hand. Yeah. You can't do that, dude. You can't do anything that enhances your performance. It just can't. And I have an inhaler. Mm-hmm. He's right. He talks about how it is. I used to have to use that machine that he was shown using.
Cheater.
No, I had to use it because I had to breathe. So I didn't use it when I was playing the game, though.
So you weren't playing? Okay.
No, it's at home.
This guy's not that good.
No, you're kicking it at home. You have to use the thing for like 30 minutes, or it depends on how bad it is. But I was using it for 30 minutes, and I used it for for a long time. And then after that, that's when I had the inhaler. But this is like when you can't breathe at your house. You can't even drink Gatorade at a UFC fight. So you can't. True, come on. So if you can't drink Gatorade, then
it's certain places though. Some places allow it apparently, but most places don't. Yeah.
I mean, if it enhances your, and I know because in my rec league for soccer, Sometimes it's rare because now I don't really have asthma attacks too much, and so they're super rare.
Yeah.
And so, but every once in a while, like I thought I was having one, or it was like kind of closing up when I was playing in the rec league 7-on-7. It's not important there. It's not official. You know what I mean? So it's 7-on-7. I'm sure they don't care. So I pulled out my inhaler and I used it, and I did perform better.
Well, I was now. Breathe,
I was like, oh, whoa, and I actually felt more energized than when I first started. When I wasn't having I felt like the new, like I was like, oh fresh lungs, and I was like running crazy cool, and so that's why when he used that, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I was like, wait, no, what?
That's like, it reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons with Chief Wiggums. Like, they go back into, like, the 80s or something, the 70s. And he takes some whiff of some drug or whatever, the smoke, and then he's like, hey, my asthma's gone. And he can breathe, and then it just kind of comes back later, you know? But yeah, it helped him breathe for that moment.
Yeah, you can't, I don't know,
I think sucks that happened.
It sucks that it happened. But then he was winning the fight too. That's what I didn't understand. He didn't look winded. You know, like normally you'll start looking winded. Yeah. But he only knows himself. Exactly. I'm sure he had to use it. But I feel like I don't know. Like, I feel like you should know.
I feel like that's too much of a risk.
It's too much of a risk. Like, if you don't know, you know, and I don't know. But I think what happened should have happened. There's no contest, and
it is what it is.
Don't penalize anybody. It just sucks. And I feel like they should still look at the fight itself, and what Greg Hardy did was his performance was he still won the fight. Yeah, I mean, he dominated the fight.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was doing it before.
Right. So he should be looked at as like, okay, you're still like in line. You beat that guy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, the UFC should still see it as like
you lost for dumb reasons. Yeah. But it wasn't because you sucked.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think I think he should know that. I think he should relax. I think it's gonna be fine. Like,
but I mean, it's tough. Like, you have
you wonder on your record.
Yeah, and then you're like, wait a minute, because it kind of scratches out.
And not only that, but it's like weeks of preparing for, before that. So it's
for
all this,
not a win, not the W,
for dieting and all this stuff. Weight cutting just to not win. No contest. Actually, like, it didn't happen. No contest.
Yeah, it's like this
it did not happen.
Kind of like the scratch. What's his name?
Yair Stevens. Oh, and Yair wins.
Dude,
Yair wins. I called it. I
was going for Stevens, but I didn't like.
I was going for Yair after that whole incident. I was going for Yair.
I still gave him the benefit of the doubt.
No, I know Stevens did get poked. I didn't question that.
Yeah,
what
but
I
for
didn't
5
like,
minutes and to stop the fight, that's what you were questioning, right?
No, what I didn't like was afterwards, when he started lying about the altercation. When he clearly started the altercation, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, he came up to me, and I'm not about that." And I'm like, but then when he's like, "Watch the video,"
and then he smacks it, like, right? He throws a punch, right?
No, it's Yair comes up and he's genuinely asking at first. So at first he's like, "Hey man, what happened? Is your eye okay?" But he's like, "You know what?" Boom, and he pushes him, and then he's like, "Dude, what?" He's like, "You're gonna have to live with it." That's when Yair's like, "Oh, so you were lying because you're mad when I'm just asking you, like, hey, are you okay?"
Here's the thing, like,
I poked you. Hey, are you okay?
I get that. Yeah, but sometimes you can misconstrue, like,
right. But you're pushing me is like,
you come at me, right? Mm-hmm. And you say in maybe it's a tone I didn't like, you know, like that's I think what it was.
Well then, that's you. Then
exactly, but that's what I'm saying.
You're out of line, but you're lying. But either way, you're saying that he started it, and that's not what happened.
Exactly.
You put hands on him first.
He should have said, like, hey, it's up to your interpretation. Who started what? But he got in my face, and I pushed him.
I mean, I know I can't pick and choose how they like. Oh, I wish he handled it how you just said.
Yeah.
I can't pick and choose that.
For sure,
But to lie about how you handle.
But see,
I mean, it's on video.
But that's what
you
he saw.
Did start.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he felt happened. He felt he was getting attacked.
That's not what happened. I mean, you can watch the video after. He could be like, "Oh man, if that happened to me," and then I watch the video, I'd be like, "Oh shoot, I guess I was wrong."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dude.
But I think when it comes to that, like, you kind of you're in deep already. Now most people would be like, okay, my bad. You know, the footage came out, but again, you don't want to look like an asshole.
He lied about something else too, where I was like, okay, why do you keep lying about this situation? Because he kept like, it was that, and then it was something else too, where I was like, wait,
I don't remember what the other thing was.
I forgot what it was, but it was something else where I was like, okay, now I'm not going for you.
Yeah,
like,
but regardless, all of that fueled this dude to kick the shit out of his fucking body, dude.
That body kick was
It's
that. And Stevens is a warrior beast.
But see,
in the
when
cage.
he fought Aldo, though, same thing happened. He got a kick to the stomach, and that was it for him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like that dude, to make that dude cringe like
that.
Oh man,
no,
that
that's
had
a
to be
hit.
one of the hardest kicks ever thrown.
Yeah,
I think Yair is probably one of the best strikers in the UFC because I think like there's those few times like you get the John Joneses, the McGregors, you get these weird. Even I don't like this guy. Not saying that he's one of the greats, but I mean, it's kind of the same thing like Michael Venom Page.
Okay.
It's hard to train for these guys.
Yeah.
They're so unorthodox. They're different. And I feel like Yair is
there's not enough people that...
Adesanya, another thing.
Not enough people resemble their style.
Right.
Or how they move.
So how do you get a training partner that...
Yeah,
you
John
know what
Jones.
I mean?
Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's like, hey, let's get somebody who beat John Jones. Wait, no one's
beat him. Yeah.
You might not like the guy.
You're screwed out the gate.
So
before training. And so I feel like Yair is up there as one of the greatest strikers for sure. I mean, and I don't know, he's almost.
He's definitely working his way up.
That was a beast.
And Jeremy Stevens.
Watch it.
Jeremy Stevens is not a pushover. So
no, he's not.
For you just kind of dismantle him for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And then it's
it's crazy.
It is what it is now.
It sucks. But I was not really. I still like Jeremy Stevens a lot. How he fights and stuff.
I just don't like the lying.
I don't like the lying.
It's the way he carried himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like it. And then Yair, I feel like was more fueled. More like.
Well, come on. You were trying to put on for your city.
Yeah.
And regardless of whether the eye poke was real or not.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
And then now you're kind of saying shit about like, hey, this was a fucking punk.
Yeah.
This and that. And you're like, what? I'm a punk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know,
and I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. That's why. Check out Verdict. It's an app.
Okay.
You should get it. It's so cool. So you download it and it has all these Bellator, upcoming fights. I think it has Bellator, sometimes PFL or whatever. I'm not sure, but it has definitely all the UFC cards, and then it lets you pick, and then you get like experience points, and you're for like white belt.
Kind of like a game.
It's like a game, and you make picks, and you
can go against friends.
You can go against the friends, and you try and pick for the night.
He told me like a week ago.
Yeah, that's
like, hey, you got it yet? I'm like, oh yeah, and then
you should get it. And it's
cool. Crap, and I forgot.
No, and I.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna get it.
I'm like, what was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Wipe my ass.
Oh yeah. There you
go.
But yeah, I picked Yair to win that fight because I was
definitely
like, I think he was gonna come out, and and it said called it and stuff. But check out that app. If you like UFC, you'll love Verdict. You'll love Verdict. Trust me. I've only had it for 1 week, and I'm already like, oh what? Now I'm picking the picks for Maya and Askren and also Masvidal.
Yeah. So I'll get on that. You get on that.
Yeah, get on it.
We'll
let us know. Let us know. Yeah.
We'll all get on the app together. Go.
No, I was gonna say, did you hear too that Martin Scorsese and Ford Coppola have been talking trash about freaking Marvel movies?
That was like the worst segue ever, though.
Was it?
Yeah. Hey, get on that. Hey.
Yeah.
Fire. I need a new anchor. So if you can just get out of here, thanks. Yeah. No, just leave the stuff, thanks.
No, but
my stapler. Yeah.
You watch Marvel movies?
Right. So yes, I did see that.
I don't know. Sorry, that was just really upset me when I was thinking about it.
And okay, so obviously we're gonna be on the same page on this, which is rare. No.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how you can look at a film in any capacity, right, and then say this has no place here. You know, like to say like, oh, this isn't a film because it doesn't invoke like he was saying, it doesn't invoke a feeling.
How do you know that? You're deciding that for everybody.
Exactly.
That's
like it doesn't make you a better person. Like,
and your films do. You know what I mean?
Some of them do.
Make you a better person.
Okay, well, no,
like,
I mean, I'm paraphrasing. But the gist was that he was saying Marvel movies are just saturating this film culture, and they're not. There's really no place for them because they're not trying to take you on a ride that's I guess for lack of a better word, real.
Well, he was saying it's more like he
even said
it's like a theme
park. Yeah.
So Scorsese comes out first and says they're not cinema. Marvel films are not cinema, which they're out in theaters.
Yeah.
actors are in them, directors make them. There's screenplay. They're
You
caught
watch
on
them.
film. You watch them. They're a film.
You pay money
So,
to see them.
I don't understand. What do you
that,
mean?
That checks like every box.
Every box. I don't get it.
This
You cannot like it. That's cool.
and that's fine.
But to say it isn't what it is.
This isn't a movie.
Yeah.
This isn't cinema. It's like, okay.
Hey, do you like this cup, Patrick?
That is not a cup, actually.
Wait,
that's
no,
a
no.
mug.
No.
So you're already wrong with that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you. 2 strikes. We're just
Two
gonna
strikes.
count.
All right, keep counting.
No, but no, I get.
Because I'm gonna keep striking out.
No, I get where you're trying to go with it. Yeah,
It's a cup.
yeah. Is this something I can
Above.
drink something with? Yes. You know, for
Yeah.
me to be like, that's not acceptable.
Right. Or is
It's
this
like-
a table? Do you
yeah.
like this table? You cannot like the table, but it's a table.
Yeah, it might not be up to your standard.
Yeah, right.
But
But
you-
that's your
yeah.
standard.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
and that's what's really weird.
It's crazy because he's like, oh, it doesn't, it's a theme park and it's not, real or whatever he said, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, how does this not evoke any kind of feeling? Like
Yeah, how does it not?
Endgame. I mean,
Dude, the theme song. I play the theme song when
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's how. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When Cat
dude,
gets the thought, I can go on and
the
on.
fact that
and on.
kids and adults
Yeah,
of all ages and ranges were like, or oh,
doesn't
like
invoke a feeling.
Yeah.
That's a slap in the face to everybody. It's those purists, right? It's
Yeah.
people that want to stand on something to make their bullshit seem more important.
and
So it's like, oh no, my bullshit's up here. Like,
Yeah, but
no,
see, but-
no, it isn't,
but the
dude.
thing
You're,
is-
you're making films like everybody else. And some people
Scorsese-
like your shit. Some
Scorsese
people
has
like,
some fucking obviously.
so does
some good
Coppola.
shit.
So does
Yeah,
Coppola.
for sure.
These are both I would consider top
Okay.
top 10 at
Okay,
least,
yeah,
top
for
5
sure, for sure.
easily.
And they have a right to critique other things.
Critique other
Yes.
things, but they
But-
not the right to bend reality.
No, they don't have
can
the right
bend
to
reality.
shit on what comes in and what can't come in. You
No,
know what I'm saying? They can give
They-
you a perspective on like, hey, it's not for me, and these are the reasons why.
they can say
Cool.
it's shit. They can
Yeah,
even say
yeah.
shit. They just can't say it's not what it is. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
only issue. My only issue is
Yeah.
that they're saying it's not film.
Yeah.
That it's despicable. You can say it's
Oh yeah,
despicable.
that was the word.
You can.
Despicable.
Coppola doubled down on Scorsese's
That's right.
comments,
Coppola said
and he was saying like, oh, he was being nice, saying they're not cinema, which
Yeah.
they're definitely not cinema. But even more than that, they're despicable. You
I
know?
think the only times I've ever said the word despicable
Mhm.
is when I said I don't want to see Despicable Me,
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah,
and then I think when Daffy Duck doesn't he say
yeah, despicable.
Despicable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
like those are the only times I've ever used that word or
Right.
like those apply. But to say like these movies are despicable, did they hurt your family?
Yeah,
Like
what the heck? Despicable, like racism? Like, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
like
what?
murder.
What are you talking about? Like, really? They hurt? That's how I know it's all bullshit. That's
Like-
how I know. If they were kind
Yeah.
of like, I don't really enjoy them.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can-
shoot, Coppola doesn't
Yeah.
like them. But
I think there's too many of them.
yeah.
That's valid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But because they're
Yeah.
going so hard on it,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, dude. I kind of don't take your word. I kind of
Yeah.
now I'm looking at you as a whole. Like you're
Yeah.
kind of a weak ass.
It makes you
like,
kind of approve.
Yeah, you're
It's like,
you're like,
oh
what?
shit, sorry, you're
Yeah.
so high and mighty,
Yeah.
we can't
Come
talk
on.
about movies
No,
of this
dude.
genre.
The film.
Yeah,
Yeah, film.
yeah, cinema, yeah, Can't talk about-
cinema.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know,
right?
like, get the hell out of here.
and so
Dude.
then, so Kevin Smith, right?
Oh yeah, he tries to respond, right?
And he had a good point. It's like, hey, like I remember going to see these kind of movies or movies with my dad, and so when I watch movies like this. For those, he's like a 1 minute, 2 hours. I get that feeling like my dad's back with me, and I'm
And
watching.
why
it.
does he have to justify it
He
to
shouldn't.
those assholes?
No,
you know what
but
I mean?
and then he goes on to say like I'm sure Scorsese like if he liked musicals and he saw musicals with his dad or whoever as a kid, some people don't consider those movies or cinema.
It's not only that,
Yeah.
man. It's not only that. So, like, a lot of times people will be like, when Endgame was coming out,
Yeah.
and Infinity War was coming out, and people were asking me like, oh man, because they know I'm super into comics, and I love these Marvel movies, especially now.
They're fucking dope.
They're so dope. And so when those were coming out, the
Yeah.
end of the saga,
Yeah.
people were like, man, have you been waiting for
Oh,
10 years?
yeah.
Haven't you been waiting for 10 years? And I was like, no, I haven't. And they're like, what do you mean, no? I was like, I've been waiting since I was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, I've liked Cap and have never seen him like. I mean, there has been movies, Captain America movies. They're just not that good. So this is the first time that we're seeing Captain America like this.
Yeah,
I've been reading these comics and kind of putting it together in my own head, but this is the first time that we get to see him in this high budget with these good quality actors.
Yeah, they got
not some nobodies
like,
anymore.
Tony Stark is fucking.
Oh,
like,
come on.
Robert Downey's spot on.
Doing they said they were doing the best with what they're given. What? The best with the that's some of the best scenes I've ever seen. Like Robert Downey Jr.
and what's crazy
Stark,
is
like,
that's disrespectful to them.
To them,
actors.
I know.
You're like, hey, you're a good actor.
I know.
But this is just shit that they gave you to work with.
Well, Downey said something about it on a talk show. Yeah, and they asked him about what he was saying, and he was kind of like, well, I'm kind of confused about it. You know, again, I'm paraphrasing. Don't quote me, but he was saying kind of like, well, I'm kind of confused because he can say he doesn't like it, but to say it's not cinema, he's like, that's weird. He's like, we act in it. Same thing. Yeah. Like, we act in it, we direct it.
You're playing a character that's not real.
Yeah, and it's a story, and it's in cinema, it's in the theaters, and so he's like, I don't get that part of it, but he's completely right in not liking it. He's like, if he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it, you know? That's up to him, but yeah, it's just weird that's my only issue like that they're going so hard on it and it did nothing. Yeah. They're acting like it hurt their whole thing. Like
or if Marvel dissed them and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you talking about, dude? And it like, are you getting that old where you're kind of losing it and like stuff just makes you mad? You know, like they're stupid kids. Like what are you? Calm down. Yeah. Like, when is the age when people hit that and they don't even realize they're doing it. They just get pissed. Damn this rap music.
It's like, dude, you were listening to Elvis when he was swinging his hips all crazy.
And we can go on a list about about Elvis, but what I'm saying is everybody has their own thing in their own time. I don't like this like mumble rap stuff, but I know that's what the kids are listening to.
Yeah,
stuff
and some
that you can't understand.
Exactly.
And yes, and again, you throw enough poop on the wall, some of it's gonna stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even if you don't like Marvel movies, there's some gems in there. There's no way you can watch Winter Soldier and tell me that that's not a good movie. There's just no way. Whether you like Marvel movies or not.
Let's say someone says
no way.
The thing that's undeniable is that these people are acting.
Yeah,
they're acting to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
About stuff that was on a piece of paper.
It's not a documentary.
Drawn on a piece of paper.
Yeah, right.
You know, little comic strips.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they're bringing these
things to life, man. And it's stuff that people have been feelings for since they were kids. I mean, I would watch the X-Men cartoon and lose my mind. I remember Spider-Man, and stuff would happen and I'd be losing my mind. I remember I'd be like, oh my God, you know? And
I don't remember doing that for Godfather, like growing up.
That's what I'm saying. No, but
No,
Godfather. Whoa.
No. What I'm saying is, great film. But I didn't grow up like, yes, this is my life. This is my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was this. Now they brought it to the screen.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh shit, this is a fucking crazy ass movie.
It did blow my mind.
No, yeah.
And I think it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
That one and Godfather 2. It's on my top 10. It has to be. Both of them. It has to be top 10, top 10, top 10.
We'll do one of those.
We'll do one of those.
We'll see where those stack up.
But yeah, and Coppola and Scorsese definitely is one of my top 5 directors of all time. Coppola's up there. Coppola's up there.
He's in, top 5,
but he's in the discussion for sure.
Yeah.
If someone throws his name out, I wouldn't be like, hey.
And that was the thing.
He's in the name.
That they were complaining is that it wasn't changing the vision of. Like, it wasn't reinventing kind of the wheel, you know, but it's
How is it not?
Exactly.
We've never had Marvel movies like that.
Yeah.
We've never had a 10-year saga.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
We've never had a freaking 10... Have you done that? Who has done that? No franchise has ever done that. What do you mean not revolutionizing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's what?
Yeah.
I mean... That's not revolutionary. Making a series of 20 films that all connect... All connect and... a series of shows that connect in between. An intricate web and one-shots. One-shots even. That and comic books that tie into this. And you're going to tell me that this has been done before? This is not revolutionizing?
He's actually. He's right, just not in this universe. He's in another alternate dimension.
Where this is not happening.
Yeah.
What? That's what I'm saying. You cannot like it. I get it. It can be too much for people. I get it. Sometimes I teach a comic book course in the summer, and sometimes I'll have kids, and they tell me, they kind of get overwhelmed. It's a lot of information. Oh, yeah. But I try and tell them, look, I've been reading these comics for 30 years. I've been watching all of these films and reading all these books, and I still know nothing. So
well, that wasn't because of comic reading or anything.
No, it's because of my IQ.
Yeah, he just doesn't know anything.
But
he reads the comics.
I read it. I just don't process anything.
Yeah, so he needed it in movie form.
And I still process maybe a third of that.
Right? No, but
but you know what I'm saying? Like
it's bullshit.
And that's bullshit too, because I'll go to the conventions or these places where there's comic book fanatics. And they're too. They're not immune to it either. But you'll get the like, I know more than you. And it's like, dude, don't you see this dude just likes the logo? Like he just likes the Deadpool logo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like that's cool. Yeah. If that's all they like, as long as they're honest about that, like they just like the logo.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
saw the movie.
I saw the movie. Yeah. And I like I like his outfit. I like how he kills fools. And,
it's the people.
You know what I mean?
Who swear they're better or know more. And are actively saying that.
Right.
That's where it kills.
Have the discussion, and it's cool to have the discussion, but it's weird. You're doing the same thing that Coppola is doing and Scorsese's doing in cinema when you do that. When you're like, oh, well, dude didn't read freaking issue this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Or you look a certain way, you know what I mean? So, because I was more of an athlete, so I'd go to these conventions dressed more like an athlete and didn't look. And I'm telling you,
or didn't look the part.
Well, I liked comics before comics were even these things. I get every hipster now says that, which is really freaking annoying. It's really annoying. But everybody, all the homies know I was the comic book head in growing up. No. And everybody knew some stuff, but wasn't like die hard into it.
For sure, yeah.
But you go to these conventions, and now it's hipster and it's cool, and all these movies, thanks to these, not revolutionizing, thanks to these movies, now it's cool to like comics again and all this stuff. And so, but when I was a kid and when I was younger, it was more of the typical people that you see, long hair, big guys,
don't get out
much, not very athletic guys, and they're walking around. So then they look at you a certain way, and they're like, "Oh, what do you know?" And I have to prove myself. And
boom!
Yeah,
this is what I know.
Oh shit! Sorry.
And that's when they take you out for sexual harassment. And
they're like, "Whoa, it's a family fucking
what
convention."
Yeah.
Right? We got another one. Yeah. I'm still waiting for it to be cool to be real.
Okay.
Still waiting.
God, now I'm gonna throw up.
No, but it's true. but it's true, because it's like, dude.
Well, you know what? You got what you asked for, because now, it's cool. It is cool to be woke. It's cool to be like.
No, because those people aren't even woke, really, though.
They're not. They're trying to.
They're like
by even saying or using that word.
And again, but God. No, and I don't mind. It's funny because I had like this whole piece where I was like, the new slang is changing, and I had that moment. Damn, this group of kids and their new music and all, right?
So how I feel about it is I do feel like the old man in that.
Exactly, right? For certain things, I can see that, but then I also have to check it and be like, dude, like when we were coming up with certain slangs, like the people before us was saying, like, dude, why are you making that into a slang, or why is that slang now? And they were up in arms, So it's kind of, it always is going to happen.
I don't think so, because I think my problem isn't so much the changing of the slang, as much as it is that
Scorsese and Coppola.
And Coppola. No, it's just as long as you're using the words that are used in your environment, then you're cool.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Then you're fine. Yeah, when you try and use words from other environments that people don't say those around you. Why are you saying that? Like,
what's wrong with that, though?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're trying to bring new vocabulary.
I guess, but if that's not. Yeah, and I guess there is nothing really wrong with it. Yeah. It's more of the, I guess, the nostalgic,
exactly,
like the purist type.
Well, there we go.
So everybody
Coppola
has
and Scorsese are right.
No, they're not right.
Trash.
No, it's not. You're not comparing.
You sold me.
I'm not going to compare Hella to Winter Soldier. I'm just not going to do it. Hella is not on the same level as the entire Marvel saga. And don't you dare.
Okay. I won't say that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Okay, so Hella was like strictly Northern California.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, it was like a few years ago, it was like 5-10 years ago, people started using Hella here. But it was like a strict, like, why though? Why? And now now it's a thing. Everybody says it.
I don't know. I don't mind it too much. There's certain things that I'm just like, oh, that was dumb.
I didn't like Hella when it first was.
But now you like it.
I mean, now it's a thing. I can't do anything to stop it. Like you're saying, it's just kind of the thing that just happens.
Part of your vocabulary.
I never use that word.
You say hella. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say. I see what you're trying to do here. I'm not.
What was the word?
I'm not doing it.
All right.
I'm not gonna speak now.
All right.
I'm actually gonna sit here quietly. We're gonna
meditate
for
the
rest of the podcast.
Thank you. I finally get my fucking wish.
There you go. That's
Jesus.
Talk out of your.
I'll talk to myself.
Talk out of the hair on your face. Go, do it. What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't gonna say much.
No, good.
No, but yeah, I mean, going back to these movies are here to stay. You know?
Yeah. Oh, come on. I mean, now
it's way past their.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if they had made that maybe when Iron Man 1 came out, maybe Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Then maybe they would have had more pull. But now,
right.
It's
that's
like,
what I'm trying to say. If they would have said that then, and it's like, okay, well, we don't know yet. Yeah, okay, all right.
You're right.
Maybe you're right. We don't know. We have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But
yeah. See, I have a friend that he doesn't like. He liked comics and he liked Marvel stuff, but he doesn't care for all of these superhero movies.
Okay.
He's not a fan.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. But he's not. When you're like, but he's calling them superhero movies.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what these guys are not
saying.
No,
you're right.
They're like
they're saying these aren't even films.
Yeah. That's what he cannot like it. People cannot like him.
No, for sure. Yeah. But to discredit them
as what it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah. That's a way to sum it up. Yeah.
That's insane to me. You need to get checked out. I think there's something that's
not me.
I mean, dude, you. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Scorsese.
You get something like
checked out.
This is a hand. No, it's not up to my standards. I don't like that's not.
Yeah, that's not a big
hand. It's not a hand.
Yeah,
like,
these are hands.
Yeah, what?
These.
See how weird that is? It's just weird. Yeah. It's really odd.
It's nitpicking and just being fucking angry for no fucking reason.
It's just really freaking weird, man.
It's my time. They're making more money than I am.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character out of the whole saga that they just finished? Or well, now they're already starting with the new one with Spider-Man, and that's getting weird with Sony and all that stuff. But who's your favorite character? Let's say.
Man, see, and that's the thing. There's just so many, and I don't want to be cliche. I just like them all. Yeah, I don't like them all. I don't know. Let me see. That's a good one. They all. I feel like there's characters I liked.
Okay.
Because I liked them before the movies.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's like so example. I didn't care too much for Captain America. Wasn't a Captain America fan. Not saying he's trash. Not saying he's trash. I just was like, Captain America.
He's trash.
But he was cool. He was cool. Captain America is okay with me.
Yeah, good.
That's all. Iron Man.
You don't want to get deported.
Okay with me. Yeah. But then seeing them in these movies, I was just like, I don't know, man. Maybe Iron Man's my favorite. Yeah, maybe Captain's my favorite. Maybe I side with Captain. You know, and it's like,
oh, you definitely side with Captain Civil War.
I go Iron Man, man.
For the Registration Act?
Yeah, they need to be registered.
What?
I need to know. Yeah, can't have them fucking running around.
No, dude.
I mean, it's different. If I was a fucking mutant, then I don't want to tell anybody. Maybe I'm a mutant right now.
No. But how can you go for Stark? So who started this? Stark, right?
I want to say Stark. Yeah.
Okay, Stark.
Oh, the government. I think it was the government.
Right, but Stark is saying that he's right.
Yeah, he implemented it.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Stark admits he's wrong in comics and in movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a good ear.
Right. So that's it.
He admits he's wrong, but he also understands why at that point it needed to be out there.
It didn't. It failed. It's caused a war.
But you can also look.
So there's.
No, but
we did go through it, and it caused a huge fire.
Yeah, because not everybody was on board.
Right. Because that's what'll happen when you try to take all the guns, or you.
But then if you go on the other side and say, "Hey, let's just not do it for, just not do it," right? For Captain America's side, all the other people are like, well, the people who aren't mutants, they're like, dude, well, I feel fucking threatened because I don't know if you're a mutant, right?
Yeah, but we were proven right when Hydra was S.H.I.E.L.D. So the very reason why Cap said, hey, you know, we don't hold a gun at the world and call it freedom.
Exactly.
That's what that is. You can't do that. It's
I don't
wrong.
know.
It's ethically wrong. It's practically correct. It is ethically incorrect.
And that's why I can side for both sides, though.
No.
I can't.
No, because practically correct... Slavery was practically correct to build this country. They built the country.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
That's not the same.
I'm just saying it worked out for the people in power.
Yeah, exactly.
No, right, but that's what I'm saying. The people in power can be like, it worked out for me.
Put it
you
this
know
way.
what I mean?
No,
but it was wrong.
We'll put it to a real thing,
It was
right?
ethically wrong.
We'll put it to a real thought, right?
I'm just saying ethic overrules.
You wouldn't want to know if people were mutants?
If it doesn't affect me,
it does affect you though.
How?
To say it doesn't affect you,
but until it does, it doesn't. It's like somebody. We already have the power to harm other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So, I mean, and yeah, I guess guns should be registered at the very least. So maybe. But it's crazy. That's a fine line because these people are born with these things. It's almost like registering a race. So that's kind of where I don't side with it because they're born with that. They don't choose it. So to force someone to register for something that they're born with like that,
but it's kind of like it's like being a fighter though. You're now a registered. You're licensed. Registered weapon, right? Because you can kill somebody.
No, that's a myth.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Yeah. Oh shit, there goes that one then.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull out.
I mean, you can be a licensed fighter.
Yeah.
But those people that say like, I registered my weapons, I registered my hands.
Not like
those
that.
Those are the dudes that the no touch knockouts. Those are the type of dudes.
I'm not saying like.
Did you want to mess with these registered hands?
I'm not saying like, hey, welcome to the gun show. Not that kind of, not like that. But what I'm saying is, if you're doing martial art, if you're a martial art practitioner, right, and you're like an MMA fighter, and you fight somebody, you have to show restraint because you know what you're doing, right? That's part of it. Yes, like you can't just fucking start killing, like knocking people out.
You have to show restraint until the restraint is not.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So what I'm saying is, but you like if someone was like, oh shit, that's an MMA fighter, I know that. Good, like I know that. I know that that person.
I don't know that. Do you know every?
I do. I know them all.
See what I'm saying?
Every fighter.
You know what I mean? You don't. I mean, you're registered to compete, but you're not registered.
Okay, that was a bad analogy.
You see what I'm saying?
That was a bad analogy.
And you know why it was a bad analogy? Because the other thing is you're not even born a UFC fighter, so it doesn't even work. See how it doesn't even work? It doesn't even work with something that you're even choosing to do. So you're gonna ask it to work with something that you're born with. It just doesn't work. The people that tried to implement it in the comics and in the movies have already admitted that they're wrong. So it just doesn't work. Cap said it's wrong. His superpower is being right. That's his superpower. That's one of his superpowers, is being ethically and morally correct. So if he said it's right, then it must be right.
Fuck, moving on, man.
Moving on.
Jesus.
Moving on. So Cap's clearly my favorite.
Cap, yeah. I go for the people.
I love Iron Man though too, man.
Iron
that
Man's cool.
snap was freak. He's always trying to sacrifice himself, even though they say he's selfish.
Imagine there's like one person
for that hasn't seen
wait,
it.
what?
Yeah, no. Everyone has seen it because it's revolutionary.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
It's been out for a while now.
And that's the thing. Like you can't get mad when someone spoils something that's been out for a while.
Right. No, but so my favorite character is definitely Cap.
Okay.
And then in the comics, it's Silver Surfer. My favorite hero ever. Actually, my favorite character is Silver Surfer.
See, my favorite character is actually Deadpool.
Nice. See, Marvel character right there.
But see, and
he's awesome. He was my favorite mutant for a while.
And then actually Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's awesome. He was my favorite. It's like Silver Surfer and Wolverine. It's kind of like those are my favorite. And
so, but it sucks because like it took them a long time to make good films for those characters.
But
they finally did.
But that's
no. And then when they did,
so it invokes a feeling. To say Logan doesn't invoke a feeling. Logan, come on.
That was a really good movie.
What?
Yeah.
The performance from that little girl and Hugh Jackman.
Dude,
Hugh Jackman's performance.
You're pretending you're a mutant.
A mutant.
that
Oh, my
ages
goodness.
slowly and
Yeah.
almost basically cannot die. Almost,
Dude.
right?
And
you're
has
gonna
like
say-
anger, rage. Like,
Yeah.
oh, come on, man.
The government fuck with you. Like, how are you gonna say that none of that applies anywhere?
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's nuts to say. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So-
They're obviously delusional.
It has to be something.
Yeah. But that's cool. I mean, I like Deadpool. But if
Yeah.
you had to choose, so let's say, if you had to choose any superpower, what would it be?
Oh man.
What would
See,
your superpower
and
be?
again, okay, so I don't like the OP characters. I'm not a fan of OP characters.
That's why I like Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
I
see,
like
like,
Silver Surfer.
but he's cool.
Yeah, he's
He's
really
cool.
because he doubts himself. He like has flaws.
Yeah,
like, he's
and I'm not-
he,
Yeah,
like,
and he also works kind of basically for something like
yes,
Galactus, right? So it's
well,
not.
for a while.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like I'm the best and I can do all of this. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, oh, I'll do what you say, master.
Yeah,
and
right.
It kind of he breaks.
And
out
then
of
he
that.
breaks out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
there's that
Mhm.
that you can see that he grows. Right?
Yeah. Right.
But there's like the characters like Superman and
Mm-hmm.
fucking, I mean, Hulk. And you would think I would like Hulk,
Well,
you know, but
so I gave you Planet Hulk to read, right?
that was actually really
That's
good.
really good.
Yeah,
That's
and
one of the best Hulk
it
books.
turned me to be like,
Yeah, dude.
Hulk's not that bad.
Yeah,
like, Hulk
he's
is
awesome.
cool. But superpower.
Yeah, superpower.
See, and I wouldn't want one of these powers that would just would tempt me to be a bad person.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
so your superpower is invincible.
Yeah, invincibility.
No,
Ooh.
like I think a couple would be cool. If I could fly,
Yeah, flying would be.
that'd be
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Because there'd be places I'd like to go and just teleportation. I have to just pick one, right?
If you had, yeah, sure. If you had to pick one.
Just one.
Yeah.
I would say probably teleportation.
Okay,
I'm lazy.
that's cool.
I bet. Hey, I'm here.
What would be your honorable mention? Flying?
No, I think regeneration.
Oh, that's
But
mine.
that's pushing
mine.
it to that.
That's mine. It would
See?
be my honorable mention.
Yeah, and that's why I like Wolverine and Deadpool,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because they're still somewhat human, except for that. Well, Wolverine
Yeah.
obviously has the claw.
Well, I mean, Wolverines come back from a drop of blood.
and some of those I kind of feel a little like about.
Canon, man.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
feel like that is almost into that.
But he did die.
Invincibility.
He died.
category.
But they had to take his power away. So they had to take his power away, his
Yeah.
regeneration, and then they
See, like
got him in the molten adamantium.
when you do the drop of blood shit, that then becomes like Jason Voorhees
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
but it's okay. But mine would have to probably be teleportation.
Okay, so mine would be like telepathic. So,
Talking shit about me.
yeah, no,
Or
because
making people do shit.
exactly,
Oh,
yeah, like
God,
that,
yeah.
yeah, or see shit, like just controlling the mind, just do shit or see shit,
Yeah.
because that way, basically, because then I don't have to be a reality bender. I can just make you think that
I
you're
could just
at
make
a
you
beach.
crazy.
Yeah, I could, or you could just be like, you're at a beach, and so you're at a beach. You're like not even. You're in the middle of the Antarctic. And now
Little
you're
did you
freezing.
know, you're
And
in
you
the
actually
streets.
freeze.
You're
You
in the
actually freeze
streets.
because your mind is telling you you're freezing. You're
Yeah,
freezing.
see, that's just whack.
Or you know what's cool too
That's
is
not
that
cool.
I could not tell anyone, right?
Yeah.
So no, well now I'm telling everyone, but you could not tell anyone, and so then you can just dominate in everything by making people just
Okay.
hesitate
Just
a little bit slower. You know what I
But
mean?
see that,
And
so
that would be cheat. That would
that
be.
would be cheating.
But that's why I would just take over the world, and then
yeah,
that's
and I
what
would
I
have
would
to
do.
fight you.
Oh, you would lose
Teleport.
with your teleport because I would control you to teleport into space.
Do you have
And
to
then
cheat me? I can teleport back though.
No, you would just be stuck there. I would make you not teleport.
Yeah, see, this is whack.
I would make you teleport into a steel wall.
Into the wall,
Into
like-
the wall. Yeah, you're just
Oh,
You would lose. You would lose.
yeah. See, I don't like that. I think that's
right,
too much.
Of course, because you'd lose.
No, because I think you have to have a little bit of human nature that.
All right, so you tell me what power would I like?
I think.
You know?
No, I should tell you what powers are acceptable.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing.
Well, regeneration would be one of those like non-acceptable ones, kind of.
Yeah,
You can't die.
if you're going
can't
to
die.
where, okay.
You
But
can't
I
die.
mean, if you're going with the whole drop of blood shit, which is whack.
I mean,
That's whack, honestly.
it is whack.
That shit's.
It's kind of,
Oh wait, he's
It's
coming back.
it's whack. It is whack.
Like I can understand if you lose an appendage and you can grow it back.
But he
cool.
basically can't lose. You know what I mean?
And that's what I don't like.
you know.
I have a problem
I think he does lose to Cyber, if I'm not mistaken, like a long, long time ago. But he doesn't really lose. I mean, he lost to Magneto.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know?
But I just don't like characters where they can't lose, which is ironic because I like
blowouts.
Yeah. I like blowouts.
Exactly.
I like fucking fighters that are on some crazy level.
Yeah.
I don't like to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But
so what are we restricted to? We'd have to make a list, and then we'd have to sit down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of list?
That's why I want something that I can't do that isn't over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Running faster.
Yeah, not like reality bending.
No, or tricking you into thinking that you're not who you are. That's why even flying would be too crazy.
No,
I think
come
flying's
on.
too crazy.
Over teleportation?
So here's the crazy part.
What?
Once you fly, right, this is a proven fact now. If you had the ability to fly, that'd be it, man. Like, you have to make a choice to be good or bad. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but we do that every day.
True, but now it's to a heightened level. Dude, once I see you take off in the sky, I'm calling the fucking police. I'm like, dude, we have a fucking guy. He's flying. That's it.
No, right.
You're a threat now. You're not even on some like, oh, this is the homie. This dude just fucking flew.
But that's with any power. That's why mine was the best. Because
I don't see him. Where'd he go?
Yeah, that's why mine was the best.
No, but that's
power
too much.
Because
that's to the red.
So you want me to pick the power that'll get me killed?
No, I want something that you're like, I could do more of. What you can already do.
Like strength or
teleportation.
That's
why I'm taking teleportation off.
Okay. Okay, so like super speed, super hearing, super smelling, super sight.
I would like super sight.
Okay, I would do super speed then.
Okay.
Super speed.
Good thing I can see you. Yeah. Like, well, look, he's way over there. I can see him coming though.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be fast enough to react.
What if I can see you?
Yeah,
I can see you before you saw me, though.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you would be.
You'd be like, if you were here, though.
Yeah, but I would be here. I would be over there, and then I'd be over there. Actually, super speed is basically the cheater's teleportation. So you would lose to me, even with your super sight. So congratulations, you'd be sitting there looking at yourself, getting your ass whooped. I'm getting a real good view of this.
He was right here. He was right there.
Exactly.
Okay, well, maybe hearing then.
So you want to hear the punches? I heard that rib.
Here I am.
Yeah.
See.
The only thing I could see...
Or like durability.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing I could see is super strength.
Yeah.
But even that, eventually, it would be too much because you'd have to, like... You wouldn't hit me, so you would only be able to last a longer time, but eventually you would lose.
But that's the thing. I would just start flailing unorthodoxly,
Then I would spin to the point where there's a tornado. You get
okay. So now you have tornado power.
Yeah, because I'm going so fast, dude. If I'm going super fast, how do you not have tornado?
How fast,
dude? I can go like this in the water and make a little tornado in my bathtub. What? Imagine if I'm going super speed. I'll go super speed in the pool.
I can see you. I'd be able to see you go around.
I would just disintegrate because I didn't choose durability.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. So that would be the
Oh, get out of here! I can't argue against myself.
You can't go back. All right, you can't go that fast because you'd hurt yourself.
No.
Yeah, you start getting little cuts. Your skin will start ripping. You have to slow down.
I'd make a suit that works. I wear another jacket.
Now you're a smart guy too.
I wear one of those jackets, those swimmers things, the goggles. Those like the full body.
If you're going that fucking fast, if you're going that fast, no, you're dead.
I'd shave.
To
be aerodynamic.
No, I think okay. So that's what I'm saying. You can't be that fast either. We have to tone it down.
Okay, so
you can be.
This is all how. Just that's what I'm saying. Just tell me how you want me to.
I'll tell you what you can be.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you how cool you can be.
Here we go. What are my hairs?
How'd you do that? How'd you put that hair on?
Super taste. Oh.
Super taste would get fucking
terrible.
That's
weird.
Dude,
why would you? I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Like 500 different fungi
in
this one taste.
No, I'm saying like if you can run faster than a car.
Or stronger than what? A bear.
Yeah, like, you know.
Then I would choose the bear. I would choose the strength. I mean.
Yeah.
Because
see, you're gonna get exploited. I mean, you could be a strongman.
Yeah.
You win every sport.
Oh,
I could be, runner.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I won again.
Yeah, but a fight with me, you'd lose.
No.
Yeah.
No, because as long as you didn't hit
fast enough.
I would be fast enough.
You'd be faster in a car.
And the fact that I'm running, I would, if I had a bat and I'm running as fast as a car.
Yeah, but
to your face.
Yeah, but I'm strong.
That's fine.
A bear can take shotgun bullets.
Okay.
So a bat's not gonna do anything to a bear.
I'll run fast at you and then shoot. So it just carry even faster.
I don't think that's how physics works.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
talking about physics. We're talking about these superpowers.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
Time travel. I would choose time travel. There we go.
That's a good one. Time travel.
Well, that's OP. That's OP.
Okay, but let's say. Okay, how about this? Here's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You can use time travel,
mm-hmm.
but you can only go back once. You have like one jump.
Ooh.
So you can go back once.
That's tough.
And you can correct the mistake.
You can correct the mistake.
But you're only going back to like one day.
Ooh. To one day?
Yeah, that's why because I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm there for a year and then you can fucking be a millionaire or whatever.
Okay.
One day, and you have just the 24 hours. No, you have. I'll even cut it down. You have 5 hours. So you can go back and you have a 5-hour period.
I think it would be the same in any time that I go back. I think I would just...
It'd just be real shitty.
No, because I feel like so everybody knows what they're doing when they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and like if they're really honest with themselves.
Yeah.
And so I think it doesn't really matter, even out of context. It doesn't matter. I would go to any time in my past and then say, don't fuck up. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm from the future. Don't stop fucking up.
So you actually can see yourself.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, well, see, now you're adding more. Okay.
So you can't
write the list.
Right? What cannot do this, cannot fly, cannot interact with yourself.
Not crude with this powers.
No, okay, so you see yourself.
Okay, yeah. Because you just said you can correct something.
You're you now, right? You look
I'm me. Yeah.
Would you believe that, though?
Yeah.
If you saw an older version of you?
Yeah. The only thing I would be scared is that the younger me would attack. Would be scared. Would be
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Yeah, I don't think you would.
Yeah.
I don't think you would listen to the older you, because you'd be like, "This fool just look like me."
Yeah.
You've seen people look like you, right? You've never seen like similar.
True.
You know, you like you do a double take and like, "Oh shit, that guy kind of looks."
Yes,
like me.
I've done that.
Right,
yes.
Dude. Real quick story. Whenever someone says real quick stories,
it's never, not a quick story.
Never quick.
Yeah, thanks.
3 hours later. No, I was at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to, I was with whoever I was with, and they're like, "Oh, that person looks like you." And I'm like, "Come on!" And I looked, and he had a full beard, right, big beard, and he had a hat on, everything. He looked like me from a distance.
Yeah.
And he was sitting down talking to his chick or whatever, and at the time I look, I see him, and he's like the girl was telling him like, "Hey, look, that guy looks like you." So it's literally like one of these like,
oh no,
and we're like, weird. What the? And we had like one of those like laugh, and we knew exactly what we were talking about. And we were just like, what the fuck? Like it was crazy.
That's a trip, man.
Yeah. So imagine that. Like I didn't think that guy was really me, but if he started saying some, I don't know, man. Like the you of now is gonna tell the younger you shit that you don't even know about, right?
Oh,
so you're gonna be like, this motherfucker is some dude that look like me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna believe that guy. Unless it started coming true, but then at that point it's probably too late.
No, that's not true.
Okay, that's not
that's
true.
How
he knows.
Yeah, no, because what the easy fix for that, which is obvious, you would just say stuff that only you would know.
Yeah.
There you go.
I guess.
And then that would be like, no, I'm you. This won't happen this time. And then you're like, oh, okay. Well, at least it'll calm you down to kind of like be like, okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
Because I did only know that. So what the heck? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So then here's another question.
That's how you. I mean, that's the fix to that.
Okay.
I think it increases the chances.
Yeah, it increases the chance of and
you listening
and you doing a little bit better at the very least, right?
Right.
What if you can just go back and just relive a time? Because there's a movie. I forgot what the movie is, and I'll figure that out. put it.
Like a time period.
Yeah, there's this movie where there's a dad and he has this ability to time travel.
Oh,
back.
Nice.
And he tells his son, "Hey, you also are gifted with this ability."
Mm-hmm.
Awesome movie. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's able to go back at any time and go back and just relive those times, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna say what happens in the movie, but it gets kind of sad.
Okay.
But yeah. But no, he actually gets to relive these times, and I'm like, oh shit, that'd be actually pretty cool. Like that would be a cool power. Like
to
you
go
can,
back in time.
you can't change anything, but you can go back because he goes back, relives it. He's aware, he's like, and then comes back to the now.
But the thing that I would ask is like, you go back as yourself.
Yeah.
As you. So
no, you're going back
embedded into a caste system, and you're just like a random person in that time.
No. You're going back to you at that time. It's weird. So whatever happens, it's kind of like when you're awake in a dream, and like, oh shit, this isn't real. Yeah, it's similar to that. Like, you go back and you're like, oh.
Yeah, so you're a person there already.
Yes.
So you don't have to like establish your life and
and you're just reliving what happened.
Right.
And you're just going through it until you're like, okay, I'm done with this because it's already written.
Sense. Okay.
Yeah. It's like watching a movie you enjoyed.
That's cool. So what time period would I go to?
Yeah.
Okay, if it would be safe based on the color of my skin or anything like that.
Well, you have to be there. In this movie, okay. Well, if you're not going with the movie, the premise. Because in the premise of the movie is you've had to have lived that to go back to it.
Okay.
You can't just make up new shit. So if you're like, damn, I remember when I went to Target when I was 4.
Okay.
You can jump back to being 4 at Target. You're like,
the 90s then.
Ooh.
The 90s.
The 90s.
Come on.
Yeah.
The 90s. Yeah, the 90s was the greatest decade of all time.
Yeah, seeing people would argue differently.
Yeah, but they would be wrong.
90s was pretty good.
No, it's the greatest.
90s is pretty fucking.
Think about it. It's either it's the 90s, because if you think about it, it's when one of the highest jumps from like technology, inventions and everything.
Innovation.
Yeah, like inventions. Come on, man. I don't know, and people grew from like payphones to cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a huge jump from.
There's definitely a lot there.
You know what I mean?
Music changed.
TVs.
Politics.
TVs. I remember from the early 90s, the TVs, and then flat screens at the end of the 90s.
They were fucking huge,
They were huge, but yeah, I the 90s, I think. Because you get a little bit of everything. You get the, I don't know.
I wonder if people who are like, I don't know, 60, if they say the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just a nostalgia thing? Yeah. Because, you do have facts that say, like, oh, shit, you're right. There's big technological jumps. Yeah. But is it that it's because we were in the 90s?
Yeah. So I had this, so my kid's great-grandfather. Okay. He was born in what, 1912 or something. I'm getting it wrong, but it's like 1920, something like that, 1912. And he was born then, and then passed like recently, like a few years ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, so you got to see a lot.
So so when you think about like what that person has seen, it's nuts. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder. That would have been a good question.
And you have to ask him like what decade was the best. Yeah.
Because if you see.
But then it's hard because then it's also difficult because later in your life, like, you can't experience that decade how you would want to experience.
True, but I mean you can still experience it to some degree.
Yeah. Like I mean you see the inventions.
Yeah, like my parents are like, "What is this Wi-Fi?" I'm like, It's like, "Do we have Wi-Fi?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, I got." And my mom's
like,
"You
don't have Wi-Fi?"
My parents don't.
Oh man,
they don't need it.
Oh,
they have an old ass computer. Like, they don't need it. They really don't need it.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe.
I mean, I need it whenever I go there. I'm like, what the fuck? No Wi-Fi. Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah.
No, but then they'll say stuff like.
And think about that. A house that has nothing that needs Wi-Fi. There's like no Spotify, no.
Yeah, they have
Netflix,
nothing.
no.
They have nothing. They have a TV with like basic cable. Yeah. They have the antenna. Oh yeah. That's it. And the TV that's hooked up to the
minimalists.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But they also don't know
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this works for us. Yeah, because you know no better.
They're still big.
Not trying to shit talk my parents.
No.
But they also refuse to change.
Yeah. See, that's the difference.
And
not accepting what's going on around
I mean,
you
at the bare minimum,
weird.
just understanding what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't need
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
I don't want it, but I know what it is.
No, I get it. I get it.
So yeah, and they're like, oh, I have a smartphone. You know, it's from AT&T. I'm like, no, AT&T is just the provider. You have an iPhone. Yeah, I'm like, you have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh, like you. I'm like, no, I have an Android. Oh, is that from AT&T? I'm
They're
like,
still
no.
like, no, this is confusing. They go out to find the payphone.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah. And they're just like, it's AT&T? I'm like, no, mine's T-Mobile. Oh, so you have a T-Mobile phone.
Dude, just give them a pigeon.
Yeah, dude, sometimes I'm like, yeah, they recently, maybe a couple years ago, let
got
go.
A pigeon?
No, got a couple pigeons, yeah. Let go of their fucking hardline, their landline.
Oh, no.
And, you know, it's like, fuck.
That's all they had?
No, they have their phone. Cell
They're
phones.
slowly just getting rid of everything.
But they're like, oh, no more landline. I'm like, what?
So there'll be no house. It'll just be a teepee. Go over there.
We're going to go back old school.
Yeah, really old school.
Right?
No, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, you guys got rid of the landline?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's the only number, and sadly, that's the only number I know by heart.
Yeah, you know what's funny is before...
It's not funny.
See, that's what I'm saying. In the 90s...
Yeah, you had to know. Yeah, yellow paper.
I didn't have my paper. I just memorized hundreds of phones in my head. Hundreds.
Yeah, me too.
They're just memorized. Like, oh yeah, this number. Oh yeah, that number.
Yeah.
As soon as I got my cell phone, I only remember like 4 or 5.
I only remember one.
Now I don't.
And that was my parents' number.
Oh wow, yeah. No, I don't. Now I remember a few, but no, there's no need. Your phone has it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I need this number because it's for Ralph's, like to get the savings. So I type it in every time I have a little giggle. I'm like, this is not even a real number.
That's funny. I do mine for Rite Aid.
Yeah. All my numbers are attached to that one. So I'm like, I got savings.
Yeah.
My parents don't even live there.
No, but they love it because then their card like racks up or something.
Yeah.
You know, all these rewards.
So it's like, oh man, you've been a customer since the 1920s.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You look really well. I'm like, I'm good.
Time traveler.
Right?
Oh, you're exposed. Take him down. Call in the super fast guy.
Right?
I would beat you. I would win with my tornado.
I think you just like spin out of existence.
I spin out of control.
I think
hit a tree.
I think you just lose your mind.
Splat on everything.
I don't think your brain can handle that though.
The G-force?
Yeah, that's the
thing.
Probably
not.
If you look at it, if you think about it.
But see, that's not fair. So
that's your bad. That's your bad.
So is it that you get the power, but then you can't get you don't get the what comes with it?
No, because like the Flash
the power.
has super speed, but he also has super strength now. Flash and people.
Yeah, his strength is enhanced, but because he's super fast, so like when he's
hitting you don't get that. You only ask for one thing. Oh, my spleen, my sternum cracked. Too fast. And me, I'm like this. Oh, I heard him from down the block. Or like this.
And I'm gonna be tumbling to you.
And I'll be like, man. Yeah. Or you could just yell from there. And I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, what would I do? I don't know.
That's why I want sight. That's a good one. I can see from down the block.
Yeah, but you just said I can't be that fast. I would only be as fast as a car, right? So with your sight, you would just see these punches coming.
No, you can have really good sight. Sight doesn't do anything. It doesn't hurt you.
It does nothing.
You're not like, oh, I can see so well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm enhanced. I'm super fast.
That's it. But you can't. Your body can't handle it.
What? I'm only as fast as a car. I've been in a car before.
Have you?
So I'm gonna punch you out with the force of a car.
Yeah, but that would break your. That would shatter your shit.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's
the
no
fuck.
If
you were in a car,
you.
No,
and me.
And so yeah, so we'd be,
you would lose.
But you'd be dead.
I wouldn't be dead because I'd use my elbow on your face. So then I'd break my elbow, but your brain would be.
It would break all of this.
No,
so you're willing to take me out and hurt yourself in the process.
If I have to, that's my job. You're the villain.
You shouldn't have powers.
See? Yeah, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's why.
I know. Don't give me powers.
See better. I can see that you're flawed. I can see it. I don't even need.
No. This is.
I can see this guy.
This is the coolest podcast with the coolest people. We just asked him what superpower would you have. He's like super sight. That's the most exciting. I want 20/20.
I actually have a 15/20.
Yeah, exactly. So you're asking for a correction of sight. You can get glasses for what you're asking for.
I have better vision. I have like a fighter pilot.
Yeah, but we've invented. Binoculars.
Okay, so
invented this.
Okay, so then
So
you're gonna walk
like
around.
this.
You're gonna walk around doing this when I can just be like this.
Fine, then super strength. Bam.
And I told you.
No, because I'm super strong.
You're super dumb right now.
To deal with it. No, that would be the only one that actually works, other than super sight and super farts. Like,
if I can see really well, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, but it wouldn't help you in a fight in any way. You would still be the loser you.
No, because I can
just see good.
I can get a good. Yeah,
you would be you with glasses. You would be you with LASIK.
No, but it's not. It's that one movie.
You would be you with LASIK. Senseless or whatever.
I forgot.
It's senseless.
Yes. Normal. Anyway, I can see far. I can see things. I'm good. I can be like, I can look down the block and be like,
you just fart.
No, it's actually it was the chair.
Yeah, I was like super hearing. They gotta know how to super smell.
All right, I'm telling you, super hearing is the most. Super sight is the most practical. I think that's the best.
I don't agree. I think it's lame. Super sight.
Well, you can put that in the comment. All right, if you think super sight is
would he lose in a fight? Super strength, one punch, boom. Okay, I shatter this, but you're dead now. You just now died. So I shatter my arm.
But now you're gonna
dead.
go to jail with a broken hand.
No, I wouldn't go to jail. We're two superheroes fighting. I thought that's what you said. That's the premise. You would lose this death battle. Check out Death Battle.
No, I was saying you're just a regular Joe, a regular Daniel, and you have super speed.
That's not a regular Daniel. That would be me with super speed.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You're just, but you don't have anything else, and you're just a regular guy. You're not a fucking superhero.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're just a guy with one enhanced feature.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well,
that's it.
All right. Well, then, yeah.
So then you have super brain.
So are we fighting or not?
No, if you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you would lose then.
Well, I would see you walking down the street.
You would see your loss.
Very good. Oh, this fucking guy thinks he's the shit right here. He thinks he's strong.
And that's all you would do. And then you would die.
You. And
so then I'd be like this. Actually, I wouldn't shatter because I'd catch you, and then I'd just go.
That way I wouldn't. Why are you catching? Why am I so small?
No, I'm just super strong.
But what are you catching? What fits in here?
You're like tangerine of a head.
You're little. I just got smaller.
Yeah.
Nah, man, this was a joke.
No, you would lose.
I would see you. I would see your bullshit from
super
fucking mile away.
Is a joke. Your super sight.
Is that him? Oh shit, that is him. Dude, I could be a sniper. I could be a lot of things.
You'd be a sniper. We have snipers.
Yeah, but I have the sight. I have fucking good sight.
Yeah, but now you have a gun, so now we're not fighting. Yeah,
it's not fair.
Yeah, what is this?
But I could just look down the block and be like, oh, there he is. He's still way over there.
And I'd still rush you. But you'd have to run away. So you would lose the fight. You would take flight.
With good
you would
sight.
run away. With good sight.
Am I right?
Good night.
That's it, man.
And that's it. All right, write your comments. Tell them how dumb his super sight
is practical. I wanted practicality. Whatever, dude. This guy's a fucking guy. A joke.
Whatever. We'll see who wins.
Get a super brain.
Super brain.
Hey, man.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. So, episode 600. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. And join us for the next episode next week.
Comment, like, share, subscribe.
All that. And definitely comment and talk about his dumb super sight, please.
I'm just saying, man.
And who would win? That I would win. Comment that I would win. Don't comment if I would win. Just comment that I would win. All right. Yeah. But until next week.
We're out of here.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Super sight, man. I'm telling you. That's the shit. You would lose.